Let's go over all the collection rewards for MLB The Show 25 Diamond Dynasty. That's the live series collections. MLB AL NL division collections are back, all 30 teams. We have some special collections to go over as well. I want to start with the live series collections. We'll go through all 30 teams, and then the American League, National League, and MLB live series collection rewards. The Orioles get an 86 overall diamond Brooks Robinson second half series card for their live series collection. The Red Sox get a gold and 84 overall Enrique Hernandez 2021 postseason card for the Red Sox live series collection reward. The Yankees get a diamond, a 90 overall Paul O'Neill right field primary. You're gonna notice it seems like a lot of cards might not have secondaries, at least early on in the year. I'm seeing that quite a bit, but Paul O'Neill 90 overall for the Yankees live series collection. 109 contact versus righties is crazy. The Rays are getting an 81 overall Joey Wendell. The golds will probably mean that these collections will have not as good live series cards, which will mean they're probably going to be a little bit cheaper. And if it's an 81 overall, I gotta think the Rays are going to be a pretty cheap collection. But Joey Wendell rookie series, great contact numbers, low power numbers, solid fielding, second, third, short, left, and right field for him. The Blue Jays get an 86 overall contributor series, Al Leiter. I like Al Leiter cards, usually a pretty good starting pitcher. 101 hits per nine, 99 breaks, sinker, cutter, curve, slider, change, a great pitch mix. And to start the year, an 86 overall would probably be pretty solid in your rotation. I'm going to have to do that Blue Jays collection early on. And the White Sox get an 80 overall, the lowest possible gold. I got to think their collection might be the cheapest one at this rate. Eloy Jimenez rookie card for the White Sox. I'm so interested to see how cheap their collection ends up being. Wow. Then we got the Guardians, an 89 overall diamond, new legend this year, Gaylord Perry, starting pitcher, 110 stamina, 99 break, four-seam slider, curve, forkball, and a sinker for this 89 overall Gaylord Perry. I've been really liking Gary Sheffield cards the last few years. He gets a veteran series 87 overall as the Tigers live series collection. He's going to have better contact versus righties, better power versus lefties, 56 speed for the left and right fielding. Gary Sheffield for the Tigers. And look at Whit Merrifield for the Royals. Breakout card, 90 overall, max contact versus left-handed pitchers. Your PCI going to be as big as possible with 85 fielding, 87 speed. Not bad for the Royals. I imagine they'll be a pretty expensive collection to try to do, with Bobby Witt Jr. probably at the top. I am not a Twins fan. I'm a Cardinals fan, but the Twins have Justin Morneau, 84 overall gold, a second half series from 2004. 100 power for him versus righties. That's not too bad. He's not great versus lefties, but kind of mashes versus right-handed pitching, especially for power. Jeff Bagwell is one of those guys that I feel like gets pretty good cards. I always want to be good with him, but I hate his swing. I'm never good with his cards. 86 overall, another contributor series. This one for the Astros. They get Jeff Bagwell for their live series, 99 and 98 for his contact numbers, and then way better power versus left-handed pitching for the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. Now, Mike Trout's probably just going to be pretty expensive because it's Mike Trout. He's going to be a high diamond, one of the higher ones I would imagine, but probably not as high as usual. But because of Mike Napoli, I think that might make him even more expensive. An 88 overall diamond, a catcher, which is one of the harder positions to get a good card at, especially early on. 81 and 114 for the contact numbers, 88 and 101 for the power numbers. I think Mike Napoli is going to cause Mike Trout to be pretty expensive for a good portion of the first little bit of MLB The Show 25. The Athletics get an 86 overall Liam Hendricks, a diamond, an 86 closing pitcher. For the A's, 96 hits per nine. We see four-seam slider, 12-6 curve, and a circle change for Liam Hendricks for the A's live series. I always love both the Seager swings, Kyle and Corey. Kyle Seager contributor series, another one of those. This one for the Mariners, third base primary, shortstop secondary. And he's a lefty, but he's way better versus lefties. 70 contact versus right, 94 versus left, 63 power versus right with 86 versus lefties, 87 fielding for the third baseman, Kyle Seager for the Mariners. And Michael Young for me is similar to Jeff Bagwell. I feel like he always gets some pretty good cards, and I never do well with them. Shortstop Michael Young for the Rangers, 86 overall diamond, 101 and 112 for the contact numbers for him, but the fielding is kind of terrible. David Justice gets the card for the Braves, an 87 overall rookie series, another lefty that's really good versus lefties. Kind of low contact versus righties, but still solid 80 power, but 112 contact versus lefties, 95 power versus lefties for David Justice for the Braves live series collection. And the Marlins, another 80 overall gold. Are the Marlins or the White Sox going to be cheaper? Rob Nen, a closing pitcher, four-seam slider splitter, and the collections with gold rewards are probably going to be the cheapest ones, maybe the ones you might want to try to knock out first. And I think the Mets might be a little bit more expensive than the Marlins. A 90 overall Johan Santana veteran series from 2008. The starting pitcher has 100 stamina, 99 break, and a four-seam circle change, sinker, and a slider for the Mets. They're probably going to have some pretty expensive cards like Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor. I always love me some Ryan Howard cards. I'm thinking I'm going to use the White Sox team affinity Frank Thomas as my first baseman to start the year, but maybe Ryan Howard to platoon versus right-handed pitching. 104 contact, 120 power versus righties for this 87 overall Ryan Howard. That's nasty. And the Nationals, I feel like they should be a pretty solid team in the next few years, but maybe not the best overalls to start MLB The Show 25 because they have an 80 overall, a contributor series, Gary Carter. These 80 overall collections will probably be the three cheapest ones if I had to guess. Gary Carter gets that live series card for the Nationals. The Cubs get a Greg Maddux, a starting pitcher, breakout series, Greg Maddux, sinker, circle change, cutter, curve, and a slider. 103 stamina, 84 control, 92 break for the Cubs live series collection. And new legend for MLB The Show 25, Reggie Sanders. Looks like his first card is going to be as the Reds live series collection. This second half series, 85 overall diamond, right fielder. 97 way better contact versus righties, and then 84 and 82 for his power numbers, 72 speed, 77 fielding for this 85 overall Reggie Sanders. The Brewers get a Paul Molitor, another contributor series. It seems like we have a lot of those here in these live series collections. Third baseman, also second baseman for the Brewers. 74 speed, 69 fielding, but 103 contact versus lefties and 97 contact versus righties for the Brewers live series, 85 overall Paul Molitor. The Pirates get a Bill Mazeroski, an 86 overall contributor series. Another one of those. Second base only for him, 86 fielding with 88 reaction, 105 vision. Better contact and power versus righties for this 86 Bill Mazeroski for the Pirates. And then probably the best team in baseball, Larry Walker. I feel like I haven't used a Larry Walker card in a while. I'm kind of excited to see this. A diamond, an 85 for the Cardinals collection, 102 contact versus righties, only 57 versus lefties, but 82 and 77 for the power numbers for Larry Walker, the right field primary. With that fielding, that speed though, I might have to think about using him off the bench or as a DH instead of actually in the outfield. But I like that. I'm happy with a Larry Walker for the Cardinals live series as a Cardinals fan myself. And one of my favorite legends every year, Steve Finley, an 88 overall for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, 87 fielding, 80 reaction, 90 and 84 for the power numbers. I got to get my hands on this Steve Finley. I love pretty much every version of Steve Finley every year in MLB The Show. He gets the Diamondbacks live series for MLB 25. The Rockies get a gold and 83 overall DJ LeMahieu, but he does have 120 contact versus lefties, 90 fielding, 90 reaction for the Rockies live series, this 83 overall DJ LeMahieu. And I'm guessing the Dodgers are probably going to be the most expensive collection for the live series. They get a 92 overall Fernando Valenzuela. I'm so interested to see how many stubs that team's going to cost. 108 stamina, 99 break, 103 pitching clutch, screwball, four-seam curve, and a circle change for the Dodgers live series collection. They get 92 overall Fernando Valenzuela. That's going to be expensive. Trevor Hoffman for the Padres. Relievers, closing pitchers are always harder to come by, especially earlier on in the year. 88 overall, Trevor Hoffman for the Padres might be a solid investment. Circle change, four-seam, cutter, slider, and a curveball with 99 break, 95 hits per nine, and 111 pitching clutch for this 88 overall second half Trevor Hoffman for the Padres live series. The Giants get Orlando Cepeda, left field primary, first base secondary, second half 84 overall gold with max contact versus left-handed pitching, and then 84 contact versus righties. But max versus lefties, PCI going to be huge for Orlando Cepeda, the Giants live series. Staying with live series collections, the division collections are back for MLB 25. Let's go ahead and start with the National League. The National League West, collect all 5 of the NL West teams, those bosses, for a 93 overall switch hitting Chase Headley, who's way better in terms of contact versus righties, but 101 power versus righties, and then 89 versus lefties. I love me some switch hitters. If you collect all 5 of the National League Central teams, then you can get a 90 overall Silver Slugger Ted Simmons, another switch hitter, a switch hitting catcher with 90 and 99 for his contact numbers, 72 and 63 for the power numbers, some solid fielding, and then 60 speed for this switch hitter Ted Simmons for the NL Central. And if you collect all 5 of the National League East live series teams, you get a 92 overall no-hitter Jordan Zimmerman, 100 stamina for him, 101 hits per 9, a 5-pitch mix of a 4-seam slider, 12-6 curve, circle change, and a sinker with a 99 break for this no-hitter Jordan Zimmerman for the National League East. If you collect all of the American League West live series teams, then you get a 91 overall Don Baylor, left field primary, also plays first base. He has 65 contact versus righties, but then 105 versus lefties, 80 and 115 for his power numbers, 100 vision, and then 80 speed for the AL West live series boss, that 91 Don Baylor. If you collect all of the American League Central live series teams, you get a 92 overall Jason Kipnis, a second baseman with 99 contact versus each side, 83 and 70 for his power numbers, 82 fielding, and 83 reaction for this 92 overall Jason Kipnis. If you collect all of the American League East live series teams, then you get a 91 overall Darren O'Day, and oh my god, I'm scared already, man. 115 hits per 9, max clutch, 99 break, 84 control, slider, sinker, circle change, 4-seam fastball. If y'all remember Darren O'Day, he is a side armor, a funky motion. I'm already scared to be facing this Darren O'Day, the American League East live series boss. We also have American League and National League collections. If you collect all of the American League live series teams, all 3 of those division bosses, then you get a 99 overall MVP Roger Clemens. Now, first of all, the card art. I feel like this card looks amazing. I love it. But he's got a 4-seamer, splitter, slider, curveball, and a sinker. 118 stamina, 103 hits per 9 with 110 clutch, 99 velo, 99 break. He's got outlier on that 4-seam fastball. I'm looking forward to using this new legend, this Roger Clemens, the American League collection reward for the live series cards. If you collect all of the National League live series teams, all 3 of those National League division bosses, you get a 99 overall, another new legend, Gil Hodges. 99 Hall of Fame series first baseman, a 102 contact versus right with 120 versus left, 107 and 102 for the power numbers. All the hitting stuff, vision's 102, clutch is 102, all the hitting numbers above 100. He's got 98 bunting and drag bunting with his 64 speed, and then he's got 87 fielding and 83 reaction for the National League live series collection. That's going to be 99 Hall of Fame Gil Hodges. And what we've all been waiting for, the MLB live series collection, finally back. Brand new legend for MLB 25, 99 overall signature series, Carlos Beltran. I'm so happy he's finally back. One of my all-time favorite cards was Carlos Beltran back in MLB 16 days, man. Oh my god, I can't believe it's been almost 10 years, but he's got 92 speed, 112 contact for the switch hitter versus each side, 100 power versus righties, 103 versus lefties, 100 vision, 114 clutch, 93 fielding, 92 arm strength, 90 arm accuracy, and 90 reaction as well. I'm so happy Carlos Beltran finally is back, and he's going to be your MLB, your collect all live series reward for MLB The Show 25. I can't wait to get my hands on this card. In addition to live series collections, there are legends and flashback collections back in MLB The Show 25. You're going to be seeing a lot of different card series collections for those. And for some of the collections, there will be a player reward, but for a lot of these, there's going to be a voucher reward. And they showed in the Jolt Series collection, you can collect 5 or 10 of those for a show pack. These are the cards you get through Team Affinity. I imagine we'll see some Jolt Series maybe elsewhere, but collect 15 of these Jolt Series cards for a voucher, which will be able to be redeemed in the Legends and Flashback collection that drops on April 25th. So a little bit over a month of the game being out, we'll have our first big Legends and Flashback collection. Should be a pretty good card. And a lot of these card collections that you see for these Legends and Flashbacks collections, you'll be able to get a voucher, which will be used for that big collection dropping on April 25th. But they did show us some of the collections with actual rewards. I want to go ahead and start with the Pipeline Series collection. There's some cards in here. If you collect 15 Pipeline Series cards, that's going to get you an 87 overall Carson Williams for MLB 25. If you collect 25 of these Pipeline Series cards, that's going to get you an 87 overall Roman Anthony for this Pipeline Series collection. And then finally, if you collect 35 Pipeline Series cards, you'll be able to grab an 88 overall Roki Sasaki. He's got an outlier on a sinker. He's also got a splitter, slider, and a four-seam fastball. 99 stamina, 99 velocity, 99 break. This card looks nasty. He's the final reward for that Pipeline Series collection. Collect 35 of those for this Roki Sasaki 88 overall diamond. There's also a Spring Breakout collection. Spring Breakout program. Earn some Spring Breakout cards along with the Showdown to earn some cards. You collect 10 of these Spring Breakout cards for an 87 overall diamond. Leodelis DeVries, my bad if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but this is the Spring Breakout collection reward. Collect 10 of those Spring Breakout cards for this 87 overall Leo. Year-long stat accumulation missions are back in the form of My Legacy programs, hits, homers, strikeouts, everything like that. If you finish the program, you can get some special, unique cosmetic rewards, and there's a collection for those My Legacy programs. If you finish 2 of those Legacy programs, you get the pencil bat skin. So I know every year people are always wondering, how do you get the pencil bat skin? This year it's through the My Legacy programs and collecting the final reward from 2 of those. If you finish 6 of those My Legacy programs, you can collect those unique unlockables for a gold touch grass icon. And then if you somehow finish all 12 of the My Legacy, those stat accumulation programs, you finish all 12, collect the cosmetics for a touch grass uniform that you'll be able to use in Diamond Dynasty for your team. And I'm pretty sure that's all of the collections, at least to start the year, for MLB The Show 25. Can't wait to see what you think of everything down in the comment section. I'm really happy with the live series collections. Roger Clemens looks sick, but I'm so happy Carlos Beltran's back. But I can't wait to see all your thoughts down in that comment section. As always, feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for daily uploads. You might enjoy one of these on screen, another on the channel. But we've got daily uploads every single day, and that includes, for MLB The Show 25, going to be daily uploading all year long.